My name is Cassy Summers. Welcome to the Curious Universe podcast. Hello, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. Today, I want to talk about everything is the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. So you may have heard that before. You may have never heard that before. That could be brand new to you. Just realize how bad my lighting is. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys, but I had to hop on. This is going. This is happening now. Lighting be damned. This is something in access consciousness that we call the crazy phrase. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. The crazy phrase. Okay, now you got it. This is a tool. Use this tool. Use it all the time. It's so amazing. But I wanted to actually talk about when things are the opposite of what they appear to be. This has been actually showing up in some very interesting places, more like in the romance department of my life, and really looking at where you might be led to believe that something is like super creative and generative, and then realize it's like the opposite of it. Or you might be like, wow, this person is so kind and caring, and then you realize, oh, it's actually the opposite of that going on. Okay. This is not about creating doubt in yourself or wrongness or confusion. It's actually where you can look at certain situations or scenarios might be appearing a certain way, and sometimes it is the opposite of how it appears. Kind of like when there's someone who seems really weak and pathetic, they're appearing that way. Maybe you've done that in your life. I know I've done that in my life. But the opposite is true. What's actually true is the power and the potency of that person. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. Say it like 10 times every day, and things will shift and change. Okay, so why is this useful or valuable to you? Is to really look at, like, even if you flip it the other way, it could be this person that just appears so mean, appears so uncaring and kind, and the opposite of is what's actually true. It could appear like you're failing life, it could appear like your business is like going into the gutter. It could appear like you're about to lose your creationship, and it's actually the opposite of what is occurring, is that you're about to bust into something beautiful and powerful and potent. Here we go. See, this is where I'm at. This is where I've been engaging with in the last couple of months. And I wanted to explore this with you and see what can you get out of this? What is possible for you to acknowledge that would create a different reality for you? Because it does. It creates a totally different reality. So your perception, your point of view is creating your reality. So if something appears a certain way and you align and agree with that that is what's true, you'll create your reality around that. Okay. So here, let's take the business thing or the money thing, business thing. Okay. So you're like, oh my God, my business is like awful. It's doing awful. And it's appearing like less people are showing up to your classes, or you have less clients, or you're doing less sales, all these things. Okay. And it appears that way. So we take this by face value. We're like, oh, it appears this way, therefore it is. No. What if even in that you need to be asking questions, curious questions, hopefully. And what is this is a great question. What is this? So your business appears to be failing, right? In however way that works for you. And then you ask, whoa, what is this? Is my business actually failing? And you may get light or heavy. Remember, anything that is true for you will have a sense of lightness to it. Anything that is not true for you, even if it's only part of it, is going to have a sense of heaviness. Okay. So let's say, like, it appears like your business is just falling to shit. Don't assume that it's falling to shit just because it appears that way. Ask the question, is my business falling to shit? If it's heavy, I suggest running everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. Nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. Run that a few times and then ask the question, okay, is my business falling to shit, or is my business actually about to launch, to rocket, to fly? Light or heavy? Okay. This is I'm just so excited to be talking to you about this. I can barely contain all my movement. What's so cool about this is where you can start to become aware of where you're doing a lot of self-sabotage, where you're destroying possibility. Let's go to the relationship piece, okay? So let's say that things have been really, I don't know, maybe tension with your relationship. Maybe you feel disconnected. Maybe you feel separate. Maybe you're like, this isn't working, or this is gonna end. They're gonna leave me. Like, I think they're done. Okay. No, all of those are conclusions. There was no question in anything I just said there. That I'm this is what it appears to be. This is my perception. My point of view is this is occurring. And then you build a fortress of conclusion around that. Whereas instead, you can go, okay, acknowledge what everything appears like. That's fine. Like, acknowledge it. Wow, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. This really appears like, I guess it's over. This appears like it's done. But ask the question now. Okay, so truth, and you can use truth. I use truth a lot, especially in these trickier situations, because it is a universal law that if you say truth first, the truth must be revealed, or at least everyone knows that someone's lying, including you to yourself. Okay. So truth, is this actually over? Light or heavy? If it's heavy, okay, everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. Nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. Nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. And nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. 10 times. I don't know how many times I just did it. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. Nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. Nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. Clear that space, okay? Clear out that energy with the crazy phrase. And now look at it and go, okay, so is it ending, or are we stepping into something even greater? Are we stepping into more intimacy? Are we stepping into a new beautiful possibility? See what's light. Wow. How cool is that? No, let's say you didn't do that. Let's say instead you went, it appears this way, therefore it is. You would start to energetically actualize that point of view as your reality. So even if the other partner didn't want things to end, perhaps they were like, whatever's going on for them, maybe it didn't even have anything to do with you. Maybe it was just stuff going on for them. And they will get swept up into your reality. They will get swept up into this is ending. And then they either have to align and agree, oh, this is ending, or they go into resistance or reaction and they're going to kind of like fight for it, which is probably what a lot of us are secretly hoping for, because we want someone to fight for us because we've decided that's romantic or whatever. I don't know. Um, but it's creating contraction and limitation around everything rather than acknowledging what's true. Oh, whoa, it's the opposite of what it appears. We're actually stepping into something like beyond this reality. Whoa, okay. Now from this space, well, what can I choose? What can I be? What can I do? What can I lose? What can I gain to actualize this with total ease? And anything that doesn't allow that, destroy and create it. Right, wrong, good and bad, talk and pot, all night, shorts, boys, plovats, creations, spaces, and beyonds. If that's new to you, the thing I just said, that is the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement. You can go to theclearingstatement.com for more information. There's always a link in the description below and explore that. I'm not going to go into it. Basically, it's words that we use to clear energy. It's magic in motion. I love it. I use the clearing statement a bazillion times every day, all day. Why wouldn't you? It clears stuff. So cool. You don't have to understand how it works for it to work. So let's just keep using it. Okay, so let's do the business one. So, oh my God, my business is going to fail. Same thing. And then you ask that question, is it actually going to fail or is it about to? And whatever the opposite, like whatever the energy for you is the opposite of that. So if it's like for you, the opposite is success, then use that. For me, it's more extreme. It's more like rocket, explode, like leap, become phenomenal. So ask that question and see, is it light or heavy? Now, sometimes things appear the way that they truly are. So sometimes like that person is going to leave you. They're already gone and you're just aware of it. Or you know what, your business really requires something different and it is like going into the gutter. That will all be revealed through question, not conclusion. Okay, so even your body, it could be like, whoa, I'm gaining weight. Okay, that is a conclusion. I know that sounds crazy to me because if you look at your body or you go on the scale and the body's heavier than it was before, of course you would delineate that you've gained weight. However, that's not a question. The question would be, is my body gaining weight? Light or heavy? What if the weight gain was what your body required right before it's about to slim out? Or something else miraculous is going to occur with it. But if you go to that conclusion kills possibilities, guys. It locks in like whatever you've decided and creates a limitation around all of it. So let's do money flows again because this is fun and there's so much energy moving. All right, so let's say, oh man, Christmas is coming up, right? Maybe you have like all your money's going out the window. You're like seeing the bank account come down, the savings are gone. Oh, and it's like, it appears like you're going to run out, or maybe it appears like you did run out. Like maybe you've already emptied your bank account. Okay. Okay, so let's try going. Everything is the opposite of it appears to be. Nothing is the opposite of it appears to be. And just putting your attention on your bank account. Everything is the opposite of it appears to be. Nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. Nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be at least 10 times. And then go, okay, truth. Am I going to run out of money? Is the money running out? Is that light? It's so heavy to me. Is it light for you? If it's light for you, that's awareness. Then you go, okay, I need to change something. What can I be to generate more money? Okay, use that awareness. If it's not light, you need to acknowledge there's more money coming. It might not just appear that way yet. You can't see it. You don't know where it's coming from. That doesn't mean that it's not coming. That's the magic, right? What money could you ask for that you never imagined you could ask for? So truth, is the money coming? Whoa, yes, acknowledge that. Bask in that acknowledgement. Like, the money's coming. You don't have to know where it's coming from. You don't have to know, like, cognitively all the bits and pieces. Just bask in that energetic acknowledgement of, oh, the money's coming. Am I going to be okay? Am I going to get my bills paid? Am I going to have a wonderful Christmas? Am I going to get to buy all the gifts that I would like to buy? Take the trip I'd like to go on, whatever it is. Engage in that awareness rather than the conclusion of it appears this way, therefore it is. It's not. So often, it's the opposite of what it appears to be. So often, with so many things, it is the opposite of what it appears to be. But we create it. Oh, in those 10 seconds of alignment and agreement, of conclusion. Oh my God, all my money's running out. And then the universe goes, oh, they want all their money to run out. Okay. Your body goes, oh, I thought we were trying to slim down. You want to gain weight? Okay. The person in your relationship goes like, I was just like about to get so vulnerable with you and open up and like step into this new beautiful space of relationship. We're ending. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. Nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. Everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. Let me say that slower in case you're not getting all the words. So everything is the opposite of what it appears to be. And nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be. It's not supposed to make sense. If you're trying to make it make sense, it's not supposed to make sense at all. That's why it's called the crazy phrase, because it gets you to acknowledge the craziness of the world and that nothing is really real and true until we make it real and true. Yeah, how much fun can you have with this? How many things have you concluded that weren't really true, but you created them as true because they appeared to be as such? I mean, I've done that a lot. I have done that more times than I care to say, actually. I am very gifted, very potent at taking a conclusion and making it real and true. I can actualize a conclusion like no one else. But that also means that I can actualize infinite possibilities. Like if I have, or you have, the capacity to actualize that, then what else can you actualize? What else do you have available? Well, infinite, anything, all of it, all at once. There's nothing that you can't actualize. There's nothing that you can't have. Please get into question. Getting into question is going to be what unlocks everything that you're looking for, everything that you're desiring. And playing with this tool, everything is the opposite of what it appears to be, and nothing is the opposite of what it appears to be, will hopefully make that adventure a lot more fun. I would love to hear how you're using this tool. I would love to hear if you had any aha moments while like looking at this, the opposite of what it appears to be. Maybe you were looking at something different than the relationship or different than money, or maybe it was with those and you had this, oh my gosh, it's so light that it's actually the opposite, that something like phenomenal is just about to occur and you just saved yourself. You just stopped yourself from like eliminating that magic by the conclusion that what it appears to be is true. What we see is not always what's true. Thank you so much for joining me in the Curious Universe podcast playground, where we bypass the structures of reality so you can create your own reality. And this tool will help you create your own reality, a reality of possibility, not based on conclusion, but based on true awareness, choice, question, possibility. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you for exploring the curious universe with me. Your curiosity matters. And what if together we could create a greater, more curious world.